What if I told you that the global economy was less like a well-oiled machine and more like a soap opera, where debt is the star that never gets written off? Imagine this. Countries are at a financial prom, and instead of corsages, they're handing out IOUs. Now, Labour in the UK wants to play the role of the knight in shining armour in 2025. But will they manage to turn this economic drama into a rom-com or just another episode of As the Debt Turns?
Intelligence Studio. Do subscribe and like the video.
Did you know that some countries are spending more on debt than on dating their own citizens? I mean on health and education? Angola, Laos, Pakistan and Egypt are basically saying, I owe you more than I owe my own people. So let's dive into this financial comedy of errors. Campaigners are urging the new Labour government to spearhead a global debt relief initiative in 2025. Why? Because lower-income countries are currently giving about 15% of their revenue to the debt monster, up from a measly 4.4% in 2011. That's like going from a small coffee habit to buying the entire Starbucks chain. Tim Jones from Debt Justice isn't laughing. He says this cash is needed for poverty reduction and fighting climate change, not for feeding the debt beast. Global data from the World Bank shows us that debt for the poorest countries isn't just a minor plot twist, it's the whole season's arc. In 2024, countries like Angola, 65%, Laos, 52%, Pakistan, 43%, and Egypt, 43%, are in a financial tug-of-war with their own futures. And here's a twist. Pakistan just scored a $7 billion loan from the IMF, which is like getting a credit card to pay off another credit card, but in global finance terms. Remember the Jubilee 2000 campaign? It was like the global financial version of a love song, where $130 billion in debt was forgiven. Gordon Brown was the maestro then, but today's tune, it's more like a dirge for the Department for International Development, which was dismantled by the previous administration. Labour's got the melody, but can they find the right notes? Over 100 countries are currently struggling with unsustainable debt, with private lenders holding 65% of the pie. That's a lot of chefs in the kitchen. Chinese lenders hold 13% of low-income countries' debt, making them the biggest creditor at the dinner table. Experiments like the heavily indebted poor countries, HIPC initiative by the IMF and World Bank, are like those diet plans where you lose weight, but only if you follow all the rules. They aim for debt relief but come with a side of economic austerity. Not everyone's favourite dish. Joseph Stiglitz, the Nobel Prize-winning economist, argues that debt relief is critical. It's not charity, it's an investment in global stability. He's essentially saying that we're all in this debt dance together, let's not let anyone fall. However, Larry Summers has his reservations. He's concerned that too much debt forgiveness might lead to what he calls moral hazard, where countries might take on debt expecting it to be wiped away later, like a kid who promises to clean their room but never does. Now, let's unpack this financial backpack with a touch of humour. Welcome back to the world of economic comedy, where the punchline is often in the debt fine print. So, Labour's got this big plan for 2025, a global debt relief initiative. They're looking to be the financial Houdini, escaping the chains of debt for countries like Angola, where debt repayments are 65% of income. That's like spending your entire salary on a subscription to Detflix. But here's where it gets twisty. The US dollar might get stronger thanks to Trump's policies, making these repayments even more like a bad hangover in a foreign currency. It's like paying for your coffee in euros when you only have dollars. And let's talk about the IMF giving Pakistan a $7 billion loan. It's like lending your broke friend money to go to a fancy dinner. Sure, they'll eat well tonight, but what about tomorrow? Now, the World Bank says relief is crucial for lasting prosperity. It's like saying you can't build a skyscraper if your foundation is all debt. But will this all work? Will Labour manage to turn this economic soap opera into a happy ending? Or will it just be another season of debt drama? We'll have to wait and see. But one thing's for sure, in the world of global finance, there's always another twist coming. So let's enjoy the ride, laugh at the absurdity, and maybe, just maybe, hope for a sequel where debt relief is the hero we all deserve. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more financial comedy. And hey, if you've got any debt, maybe start your own little jubilee. Forgive yourself or someone else for that coffee you owe. Until next time, keep your finances as funny as possible.
And do subscribe to the channel.